Hey guys, welcome back to Positively Kelly. And today I want to tell you that I love short stories, poems, and even songs that paint a picture or give us something to think about. Today I have what may be a fable, however, it could have happened. It really doesn't matter because the lesson is the same and it's a good one. Once upon a time, a daughter was complaining to her father that her life was miserable. She didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of the struggle. As soon as one problem was solved, the other arose. Now, her father was a chef, and he took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and brought them to a boil. He placed a potato in one pot, an egg in another, and coffee beans in the last one. Now he said, "Let's see what happens." After 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He placed the potato in a bowl, the egg in another, and ladled the coffee in a cup. He turned to his daughter and asked what she saw. "Well," she said, "I see a potato, I see an egg, and coffee." "Look closer," the father said. "Touch the potato." So she did and noted that it was soft. Then he asked her to take a look at the egg and break it. After pulling off the shell, she said, "Well, it's hard-boiled." Finally, he said, "Let's have you take a sip of the coffee." The rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Now, what does all this mean?" asked the father. He says, the potato, the egg, and the coffee beans all faced the very same adversity, but wanted to see how each one had reacted differently. Now, the potato went in strong and became soft and weak with the unrelenting boiling water. The egg, however, went in fragile and came out hard and had become tough during the process. And last, the coffee beans were unique because after they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and created something altogether different. The moral of this story is, as humans, when life hits us hard, we can choose how we will react, if we will bounce back or if we will make something completely new of our circumstances. That is what the father was trying to teach his daughter from the perspective of a chef. Now, we're all created equal, maybe, but in some ways we are different with our ability to handle the stresses of life. We all have different strengths and weaknesses, but what we all have in common is the ability to choose. We have free will, and that is what makes us special. We all have different vantage points. Some of us have had help along the way and support from family and friends that have helped us cope. Some of us have not been as lucky or as blessed. Some of us have had a pretty rough go of it for at least part of our lives or maybe all of our lives. But through it all, I think the most important thing in life is to find out about ourselves through our trials, to learn who we are and to understand why we do what we do and react the way we do, what bothers us and why. When we take the time to get to know ourselves, we can become better partners, better co-workers, better friends, mothers, fathers, brothers, and sisters. In short, better people. To be honest with ourselves about our faults is so uncomfortable. It's something people don't want to look at. But if it's brought to us, usually from an outside source, if we can separate it from the way it was delivered, if it wasn't pleasant, and we can look at it realistically and ask ourselves, is this true? Then I think that's the first step to becoming a grown-up. If we can detach from the idea that it's horrible or awful thing to be wrong about something, or that because we might need to change something about us or how we look at something that we're not worthy, that would be so freeing because we all are worthy. We all are flawed, no doubt. There is no truth in trying to hide that fact. It only causes undue stress, and we all have heard that the truth will set you free. Be gentle with yourselves, though, and give yourself a break. But also, don't tell yourself lies. Soon those lies will spill over into your external world, and that causes a whole other set of problems. You are special. You have talents that no one else has. You are important, and you matter. So don't forget that, and let's all keep working to make ourselves the best version that we can possibly become. And that is my Positively Kelly for the week. And we'll be back with more Ozarks Fox AM right after this. Don't go anywhere.